Hello Libra, this is Olivia from Dawes Tarot. I'm here to do a reading for you today for July the 27th through August the 1st. I've got your tarot laid out already, and I did pull a couple of the oracles. And the first oracle card that came out was Friendship, and it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. When I see this card pop up, it gives me the impression, and I know there's a book on it and I do read them, but for me it feels like this is, because looking at your cards here, you're looking for friendship. You need somebody that you can trust and talk to share everything, and they can give you feedback that you can trust. And with the White Witch here, this could be the person. Be the light. There's somebody around you that you know that has this energy, because if somebody is being the light, that tells me that this person is more than likely spiritually connected, and they probably walk with integrity as well, and they have wisdom, and they don't have to be old or young. They can, whatever age, it does not matter here. But somebody, and then also this talks about, this is somebody that you could trust as a friend. Somebody that you could absolutely trust. With your cards here, Libra, it looks like you're not happy with the kind of work you're doing. And it looks like you're taking on more burdens than you thought. Or it could just be that you perceive that you're doing more. This card also talks about trying to make everybody happy. And when you start doing that, you can drain yourself so physically, and possibly even within your heart, within your soul. You feel like you're nothing but a robot in a sense. Not collaborating with others. Tired of fighting the opposition that you get from probably work. All of this seems so work-related. But, you know, even though it's work-related, it also affects your psyche in general, which could be in every other aspect of your life. The White Witch, now under her side, there's the Judgment, Temperance, and the King of Wands. With Judgment, this person has already judged themselves, and with it being in the upright, they judged themselves with integrity, which means they did not try to fudge anything and say, yeah, I did this and that, and they really didn't. You know what I'm saying? In other words, they spoke the truth. They spoke the truth. And with that done, then there is forgiveness. And Temperance is trying to balance two things. And it could be that you guys are friends anyway, but maybe there's not enough. Maybe one wants to be more of a friend than the other one. Maybe there's some kind of circumstances that makes it this connection between two people. I'm not saying it's romantic at all, but friendship, there's something that's missing here. It's like there's not a balance, and so Temperance is here to try to get that worked out. And the King of Wands, I love his energy. Oh my gosh, he's so he's self-motivated. He's courteous to others. He has that enthusiasm to get things done, and he's just a overall go-getter, not in a hyper tense way, but in a methodical, got to get this done, this needs to be done, you know, that kind of energy. This is the king that's going to be the next emperor. He's next in line. Okay, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Now, this is somebody that might be doing some kind of training. They're studying something in order to become better at work. Or it could be even that this person is studying and trying to grow their spirituality. Or it could be, as others have said, that, you know, one or both are watching each other on some kind of social media, or who knows. It could be either. All right, let's go ahead and clarify that. The Seven of Wands tells me, in other words, that it's kind of like you're almost giving up on something. Is it because you're giving up on a friendship? Or is it because you're giving up on work that you don't like doing? Because this kind of work that you thought was going to be glamorous and what have you is not really turning out to be that way. It's more, what's the word? Tedious. It's like repetitive. Almost, you feel robotic. Kind of like, it's funny I said robotic here because it's the same energy I feel here too. You're just going with the motions, just bam, 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 making everybody happy, no matter how hard it is for you. So whoever this person is, which is you, Libra, I'm assuming it's you, you are definitely in a situation where you're just like at your wit's end. And it mostly could be with work. Work. It could be. But let's see, because sometimes that can affect other aspects of your life as well. Because with the wands, again, that talks about the soul. And if your soul's burdened, if you're not feeling the enthusiasm of life, it's a downer. And that's kind of what it feels like, to be honest. Oh, there you see. And then the Eight of Pentacles, this means you're not working. Or you're not, you might be working. I don't think you're working. Oh my gosh. And it could be because of the way the world is now. It just is that way. A lot of people are out of work. And that could be part of this downer type energy that I feel. It's almost like you're just giving up on everything. Even though you're still doing this. You're still doing the make everybody happy. And then you get the Five of Wands also as a clarifier. This talks about there's too much competition. There might be work. You might be working with somebody where everybody's so afraid they're going to lose their job that they're over competing with other people to try to jump on that ladder to go up. And I don't know. Is it bickering, perhaps? A group of people that work together that don't seem like they're very friendly. You might feel like an outcast. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Now, there's options out there for you, but be careful. Actually, with it in, you've already made a decision. You've already chosen something. Let's see if we can find out what it is. Some kind of work, perhaps, but with it being cups, it could be a relationship. Could be. A lover. A Gemini card. And this is Sagittarius. Any fire sign. So maybe with it being like it is, perhaps you are losing work, or you're just so fed up with the kind of bickering and this kind of work you were doing. Maybe you just decided to take some time off, and when you did that, you possibly found somebody. It could be, it could be another job, because the lovers doesn't necessarily just mean two people that are in love or romance or what have you. It could be that there's another job opportunity, and somebody that runs that business could be a Gemini. Or you could start your own business, because this Three of Pentacles is kind of like an entrepreneur type work. It's a skill that you learned, and it could be that that's what this is. You might be working with somebody that you can get along with. In the Ten of Wands in reverse. Now this talks about the Queen of Cups. Now this is somebody that is very loving in the upright, but when she is in the reverse, she's very vulnerable. Her emotions are all over the place. It's kind of like that time in your life when something's just not going right, nothing's going the way you expected it to be, and you're just kind of feeling burnout, and that can make you very vulnerable and very sensitive. Doing too much. Doing too much. And not feeling loved. You don't feel the love. Oh, and then the world in reverse. The world in reverse tells me that this cycle needs to end. Or there's lessons here that weren't learned. That could be. There's something here that might be repetitive, something you do all the time. Is it with work or is it with choosing lovers? There's something here that's not being, there's not a lesson learned here. Like, for instance, if it's a lover, this might be, you know, every time you get in a situation where you're not happy, you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, instead of finding something better, maybe you revert back to just finding a person that can make you feel better to help build you up instead of looking within. This looks to me like it needs the hermit mode, or perhaps the hangman mode, where you're looking at things in a different perspective. With a hermit, you're looking at things within inside yourself, looking for your answers to your questions instead of getting it from everybody else. It could be that. There's definitely, though, lessons that aren't learned here. And something is very, it could be the work. We'll see. And then the judgment. Again, that talks about, this is for your person. There's been fairness. So, like I said before, when you judge yourself with integrity and you don't leave out one minute detail when you're asking for forgiveness or however it is you deal with that, there was fairness. So, that was right. And it's just a confirmation of what I already told you. The Seven of Swords. Oh, I can't stand this card. The Seven of Swords talks about so many different things. I mean, you could be getting judged in a fair way because of something that you had to sneak away from that wasn't, you felt that it was devious. You might have been in a situation with somebody that you, and it could be with Libra, there could have been some kind of misunderstanding or some kind of knowing that something was not right. It could have been like, and maybe what they're telling you here is the judgment that was called. You called this out. And when you called it out, that you suspected that something was going on devious with your person, Libra, then you decided that, you know, this is time for me to bail out, and I'll just call it a fair judgment, you know. But was that fair? It must have been, because apparently with judgment approving it, you called it right. It was a fair call. Whew, okay. Temperance. What is Temperance here trying to do? Oh, somebody needs stability. This is unstable. Unstable. Excuse me. This is unstable in a home, or it could be with work, but there's no union here. And it takes more than one person to make something stable. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords could be your person, Libra. Or this could be whoever your person is with the energy of the Queen of Swords. Either way. But it looks to me like they were in a situation where they felt unstable with you. And there could be a reason. It could be because they felt this betrayal. And she decided to just cut that out. She decided to end this connection. I don't know if this is referencing this person or if this is somebody new. Because it looks to me like there was options and you made a decision and you chose this. Whoever this is. Or it could be this person. Maybe all the options you looked at were not worthy. And so you flipped the card around and said, I see clearly now, and there's nothing here I want. This is what I want. So that could leave it. That could be why Temperance is in the background. She's working on this. If this is two people that just kind of had outs because there was thoughts of one not being fair and conflict, it could be that Temperance is trying to balance the situation out. Because the majority of the times when I see this card, I see it as a divine connection between two people that love each other. It doesn't necessarily mean they're married. It could just be two people that absolutely love each other. But this person felt like there was something that wasn't balanced. And Temperance is here. She's going to try to work it out. She's going to try to blend. And you'll be, both of you or one of you are going to be getting nudges from the angels. Maybe you guys need to communicate. And then the King of Wands. I do like the King of Wands in the upright. Now there is somebody here that's losing. This could be the person getting nudged. When there's something that needs to be balanced, the divine, or the angels, I call them, they will come in during the nighttime and whisper something in your ear, or you'll just wake up with anxiety and not even understand why. It's because there's something that you're not looking at. Whoever this person is, you're not taking action on what you know you need to do, which is possibly to at least communicate here. Find out what is true, what's not true. Yeah. Because this King of Wands is very persistent too. You know, when he makes his mind up, it's like set in stone, and they're not going to give up until they figure out what this is about. And I'm telling you, if your person is watching, this is what this is about. There's anxiety hovering over you, and that's why you're waking up at night and you're not even understanding why. It's because you've got some unfinished business. And it goes back here. And it goes back even probably further. There's some unfinished business that's weighing heavily on you. Because if this was a perfect friendship even, because we're talking about friendship, and we're talking about a white witch, which I don't really like that wording, but I understand the concept of it. You know, be the light. Your person is supposed to be the one that wakes up this whole situation and shines her light on it through the divine and gets this taken care of. It's like what's the word? Convoluted mess. It's not total chaos, but there's definitely some undercurrent that's just not right. Just not right. One more card for the King. This person here of yours, Libra, they're hanging on. I think they're holding on to you, is what I believe. So then my question, now that this is out, it makes me change a little bit the story. It could be that being the light means you need to stay on your spiritual path. Even though you feel like there's some unfinished business here that never was really clear, you're being judged. There is balancing. It could be balancing just you. It doesn't necessarily mean both. And with the King of Wands, you know, being persistent and wanting to stay on a situation, maybe this is the issue here. Because remember over here, the world. Did I get this far? Did I talk? Oh my God, I don't remember talking about this. Anyway, I'll do it now. The King of Wands is not giving up. And see, that's one thing about the King of Wands. Once he sets his mind to it, it's like it's set in stone, and it's not going to go away until something's resolved. And if your person has that kind of mentality, that characteristic about them, this is what's happening. They're not able to let you go because it's unfinished. And you, Libra, oh, I sound like I'm getting crabby, I'm sorry. And Libra, with you, it looks like there was some love in your life and you're just ignoring it. There was somebody that you loved once. And it could be this person. But then who is this? Let's clarify the Lovers and see what we come up with. Yeah, it just feels like the whole situation is unfinished business. And it needs to be either closed, because I believe with this, I think the path is supposed to be continued with the spiritual awakening or the light, whatever. This person seems a little out of balance. Yeah, somebody needs to take a break. Somebody needs to take some time out and really think what it is they want to do too. It shouldn't be all laid on one person. If this was a connection at one time and now it's all messed up, the two of you need to come together and decide. And like I said, it could just be friendship. It could just be that. Or this person could be, like a personal, not a consultant, but a person that you could rely on that would always would give you their truth. Libra. And they're feeling like it's not balanced out. It's not closed. But they seem to be holding on to you. And you've got lessons to be learned here. Because the world's not going to turn in your favor until those lessons are learned. And you want that to happen, because that'll change every aspect of your life. It's a wonderful card. Let's clarify the Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody's discontent. Somebody does know that there was a special, it could be that you guys were soulmates at one time. It could be that. But to me, this card on this side of this clarifying is for you, Libra. And it looks to me like there was a strong connection between the two. Or you're realizing it now. Maybe you didn't realize it before. Maybe you were all looking at all kind of options and not really focusing on what your heart really feels. And somebody's not using their intuition, and I would bet this is your person here. Gosh, it's repeating. Something that just needs to be looked at and taken care of. I'm surprised I don't see the Eight of Wands in reverse. All right, let's do the 4-card layout for the potential outcome. There's going to be a Tower moment, because if you guys aren't going to deal with this and take care of it and either close it or continue, the Divine is going to step in and do it for you. For both of you, not just one of you, but for both. There will be a Tower moment. Somebody's heart's going to be broken. Somebody's heart is going to be broken. And I hate to say it, but with the swords, this Libra, it could be you that gets hurt. Or it could actually probably just be both of you, because you're both hanging on. Somebody's going to take a leap of faith and make the call. That's what I'm hoping this stands for. The leap of faith is that somebody, one or the other, is going to make contact with the other and settle this once and for all, either together or apart. Because the way it is now, it's in limbo. And limbo doesn't work with the Divine. Because neither one of you are growing, and there's opportunities out there for you, but you are not going to be able to get them until this is taken care of, one way or the other. And to me, it looks like, Libra, you're just wanting the friendship. Maybe this person wanted more since they're the one still hanging on. Could be. Your person is not letting go of it. Even though they judged it and it was legit, and then Temperance is still working on it. right, one more card. Yeah, there's the Ten of Wands again. This time it's in the upright. This is just meaning that there is a goal to reach here. And perhaps you know what it is. This Queen of Cups could be this person, or this lover could be, but I kind of feel like this is something different. So yeah, there's a goal. Once this is met, once this has reached its fruition, that burden will be gone. And the burden could be either this connection not being closed out or reunited, or it could be something to do with work, or it could be something to do with staying on your person, staying on their spiritual path. And on the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups in reverse, there's a break and two people coming together. Yeah, I'm sorry, it kind of feels that way for me too. Eventually this is going to be a split. Especially with the Tower moment here, it tells me that this is not what the Divine's looking. He's not wanting this. He wants to make it better so that both of these people can start growing again and being their own individual selves, or possibly come together, but I don't see it. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope this helps. It wasn't the best reading, but at least there's action. And until I see you next time, namaste.